I know you're familiar with the law of attraction, right? Just for some reason, is it just like not working for you? I'm sure you probably have had situations where you're like, oh, I use the law of attraction, but it just doesn't come to fruition. I'm here to tell you why. Welcome everyone to Collective Consciousness. My name is Tiny, I'm your host, and I'm happy to welcome you to the show where we're talking about today manifesting and the law of attraction and why it just might not be working for you. Before we continue, I need you to take one moment and smash that subscribe button down below and go ahead and hit the like button if you like this type of content. That way you get the future notifications and it pops up in your feed every episode. All right, let's dive on into the law of attraction. I just wanted to throw in there real quick. Do y'all like this background? I had to switch it up on y'all for the one time. You know, I love the moon, don't get me wrong. And it's almost a full moon. It's going to be a full moon tomorrow. So y'all get y'all full moon rituals together. But I just wanted to say, I wanted to give my work a little highlight, you know. This is my favorite piece of artwork that I've done. And yeah, I just needed to give it a little shine. Today we're talking about the law of attraction. I know that I've been in a lot of like chat rooms lately and in a lot of Facebook groups and pages where people have been saying that they try to use the law of attraction, but it doesn't seem to work. And like one of the biggest things that I see are people trying to manifest money. I understand that we are in the middle of a pandemic right now, and it's like money is scarce, and you know, people need to pay their bills, and people are still out of jobs, and unemployment is thick right now, and I totally get all of that. But I'm here to tell you that everything that you are going through can be changed, elevated, improved, all using this technique of the law of attraction. So let's talk about how. First of all, what is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is a law of nature more senior to the law of gravity. The law of attraction is the philosophy that like attracts like. So if you ever heard of like birds of a feather flock together, this is exactly what that's talking about. As we know, we've already discussed this in previous episodes, everything at its core is a vibration, right? Everything at the very smallest bit of matter is energy, right? So that's something that we already know. So the law of attraction suggests that like energy attracts like energy. What that means is whatever frequency, whatever energy you are putting out, is the energy that you're going to return, that's going to be returned to you. So let's take, for example, my favorite, gratitude. Gratitude is the most magical frequency out there, because when you express gratitude, you are putting out to the universe, you are sending signals out to the universe, right? Your vibrational frequency is saying that I am grateful for what I have. Please bring me more of this. And that is exactly what the universe does at that point, right? So let's say, for example, you get up and you say, I am so grateful to be fed every single day. I am so grateful to be clothed every single day. I am so grateful to draw breath as I wake up, right? You say these things and it rewires your neural pathways in your brain. It triggers a certain response that will bring that same type of energy and frequency to you. That sounds great and all, Tiny, but why doesn't it work for me? I mean, that sounds great. I say, okay, I want money. But I don't get money. What's going on? Why? Well, it's because you're missing the secret sauce, okay? There's a little secret that they didn't tell you to go along with this technique to make it even more powerful and to make it real, okay? The one piece that you're missing is belief. So let's take the money thing, for example. You know, And the only reason why I feel confident and comfortable preaching and coaching on this right now is because I've lived and conquered through this situation. You know, when you're in a situation where you have debt, where you are low on funds, my boyfriend calls it in between abundance. So when you're in between abundance, right, you feel like you don't have any options. You feel like anxiety. You feel pressure. You feel a lot of different things that could block your belief system that money is easily flowing to you. Okay, so let me break this down. I'm going to get a little closer to y'all, okay? Let me get a little closer because I need y'all to follow me here, okay? Connect these brain waves from me to you. All right. So when you are in a situation, and I'll just make up one off the top of my head. You're 2 months behind on rent. You got kids' tuition due. You got car note due. Insurance is about to lapse and phone bill is about to be shut off. We all been there, right? We all have been there. But with all of these negative things that are taking place, and I'm going to say negative in air quotes because it's only your perception of the situation. With all of these things taking place in your mind, your belief system is, oh my gosh, I don't have any money. I'm never going to get out of this situation. But the truth of the matter is that's not true unless that's what you believe. Okay, so if you were to believe that, you know what, this seems like really stressful, but I know it's always going to work out. It always does. And you keep going about your day with a positive attitude and your belief system is in check, then guess what? Something just magically will happen and the universe brings you that abundance that you already expected to get. So that's the difference. You can't want the abundance. You have to expect it. You get what I'm saying? Like when you get it, it's not a surprise because it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how. Okay, so when you have that type of mindset and when you retrain your neural pathways to view things in a more positive way and to be more like let loose, let go, and allow the universe, that is when things will free flow in your direction. Okay, so we can't have these blocks and these blinders and these blockades up, these walls. We can't blockade the blessings from coming to us. You get what I'm saying? Are we following me here? Okay, I want to share with you guys a story that I heard from Sadhguru. So if you don't know who Sadhguru is, he is known as the Millennials Guru. He's a famous yogi and author and also a super famous influencer as well, who teaches along the same lines as what we talk about here, expanding consciousness and expanding mindset and taking control of your life and learning how to manifest and everything like that. This cute story goes like this. There was once a man and he went for a long walk. He was walking and walking and walking and he just stumbled into paradise. He didn't know how he'd get there. He just started walking and ended up in paradise. So he's enjoying the beauty of the nature, the tall grass, the beautiful trees, and then there's a giant field that he comes across. Across the field is a tree in solitude. He walks up to the tree and sits under it. And he thinks, oh, I am so tired. I just wish I had the comfort to take a nap. So the grass surrounded him and embraced him and he was able to take a nap. Then he awoke and everything is just so beautiful. That nap was so amazing and recharging. I'm just so hungry. So then he started thinking about all the amazing, delicious foods that he can eat. And all of a sudden, the foods appeared in front of him. Now, hungry people don't ask questions. So he just began eating and eating and eating. And he ate his food until his belly was full and he was satisfied. He was very happy. Oh, that was such a delicious meal. Thank you so much. I just wish I had something to drink to go along with it. So then he starts thinking about all of these things that he could drink to go along with his meal. So then he got a little alcohol, and alcoholics, they don't ask no questions. So he just begins to drink, right? And so he's drinking, and then all of a sudden he starts to look around and he's like, that's a little weird. I asked for food and food came. I asked for drinks and drinks came. Oh no, this place must be full of ghosts. Then all of a sudden, ghosts started to appear. So now he's kind of freaking out and he gets scared and terrified and he's like, oh no, these ghosts are going to torture me. Then the ghost started to torture him. Oh no, these ghosts are going to torture me until I die. And they did. Once the man passed, he found out that he was sitting under a wishing tree. And whatever he thought and whatever he wished is what came to pass. He wished himself into happiness. He also wished himself to his death. So I really wanted to share that with you because to me, that story is just so powerful, because that is exactly how life works here on earth. We are very powerful beings. Our brains are transmitters. So when you put out a frequency, like I said at the beginning of this video, the law of attraction is a senior law to the law of gravity. I have a book in my hand right now. If I drop this book, it falls on the ground, it makes a noise, right? That is the law of gravity. How quickly did it take? It took, 1.6 seconds for that to fall on the ground? Okay, so you get what I'm saying? Like, it took 1.6 seconds for that book to fall on the ground. If the law of attraction is a senior law to the law of gravity, that means that it is a more powerful and it trumps the law of gravity in succession, right? It's like number one and law of gravity is like second place, like silver medal. You get what I'm saying? So like, all you have to do is believe in your own ability, your own power, okay? Let's take the money thing, for example. If you're sitting here and you're thinking about lack of money, you are going to attract lack of money. If you're thinking, it is so hard to get a job, guess what? It's so hard to get a job. But if you train yourself to think in a more positive, a more efficient, a more effective way, then you will start to get those types of results as well. Think with gratitude, right? Think with appreciation, right? Now that we understand like why the law of attraction hasn't been working for us, let's kind of talk about like, okay, so what are some things that we can do to build up our belief system? Because if your bank account is in the negative right now, you can't say I am a money magnet, and you can't say I am wealthy or I have an abundant financial account if that's not true and you don't believe it, okay? So you have to work your way up with the beliefs. Start small. So you can say, I am a money magnet. I find money everywhere. That's something you can believe, right? Oh, look, I found a penny. Oh, look, there's a dime. I just find money everywhere. And retrain your brain, and you just say things like that. Or my favorite thing to say is everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. I know I might not seem like I have it right now, but everything is always working out for me. Little things like that will help reprogram your brain, reprogram those neural pathways to really think on a different wavelength. You get what I mean? Train yourself and start small. In the meantime, here are some things that you can do that will help increase your belief system. Number 1, affirmations. Affirmations help rewire those neural pathways that we've been talking about, and they help increase your level of belief. Number 2, gratitude. Every day when you wake up, say 3 things that you are grateful for. Anytime that you get frustrated, stop and say 3 things that you're grateful for. Anytime that anyone upsets you, hurts you, any negative emotion that you may feel, any lower vibrational emotion you may feel, stop, take a minute, and say 3 things you're grateful for. When I tell you this is a perfect way to rewire your brain and to rewire your neural pathways, it'll teach you how to have a more positive attitude and attract the things that you want in your life. Okay, so gratitude is very important. When I say it's the most magical vibration out there, I mean that. I mean that. Okay, so when something you may feel like be an adverse situation, stop and say 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay, the last one is meditation. I love meditation because it gives you the opportunity to sit down, quiet your mind, quiet your space, allow yourself to communicate with your higher being, and it brings clarity, it brings peace, it brings calmness, it relieves anxiety, and all of these things will put you in a receiving mode. It'll put you in the zone to receive all of the things that you've manifested. Okay? Do these 3 things so you can begin attracting and manifesting all the things that you want in your life. It's called easing up the tension. It's called removing blockages. It's called being in the flow. Okay, so I want to see y'all in manifestation land. I want you to take a moment and drop a hashtag value down below if you found value in this video. I want you to leave a comment down below if you have troubles manifesting in your life and what may be going on with you, and let's talk about it. Also, I put my social media down below. Please follow me on Instagram. It is a great way for us to connect. I also have my Facebook down there, another great way for us to connect. And I would love to have personal conversations with you guys. I really appreciate everyone who's been following me and everyone who comments and messages me directly. I appreciate those messages, but I would like to engage with you guys a little bit more on social media. So please follow me on social media. All the links are down below. And for this week, this is your task. Ease up some of that tension, ease up some of those blockages in your vibrational field, and learn how to believe in yourself, believe in your ability, and believe that you can attract anything that your heart desires. That is all I have for everyone today. Thank you so much for joining us. Asè and Namaste.